Hello and welcome to the Global Podcast. I am Gwinzer and we're here today to talk a wee bit about what's going on in the world of Global Conflict. Global Conflict is a Battlefield community. We play on PC every week. With me today we have Wildcard,
Hello.
Gonzo,
Hey.
The One,
Hello.
and Robert Willis.
Evening all.
And mainly today we are going to speak about the first attack week, which was Lucky Number 7 Casino's opportunity to have the first attack of the campaign. We'll go over the results and how we felt about the day. So, Rob, you are Mr. Neutral here. Do you want to talk to us about today's results?
From my list, we had LN7 captured the Philippines, Brazil, Germany, and I can't say that one. Nunavut. So with that, they also captured Geta Verde in the Oceania area, and probably just about it as well. Actually, I think.
So,
Successful defense as well. I forgot to mention while we put this in there that the family successfully defended Nigeria as well.
So Wildcard today, 5 attacks, 4 victories. How do you feel about how today went?
It went exactly as planned, because obviously
You planned on
let
losing
you guys
Nigeria.
have Nigeria, yeah.
I see.
I
Okay.
don't want to take 2 theaters in one attack week. That would have been bad for morale.
Well, I do have to say, yeah, there was on our side it wasn't quite as planned, but that's fairly typical for the first couple of weeks of a campaign when you've got so much that you could be attacking. The divisions are all over the place. God knows what's coming next. But yeah, despite our losses, I felt that many of our rounds were fairly close and pretty fun. You know, I apart from I think Flood Zone, that very last round, which is just a horrible map. But I enjoyed the entire day.
Yeah, I did too. I had a lot of fun being commander against you during what was it, Zavid?
Oh, that awful map. That
Went
was
on for a while.
Yeah, today was my first experience with the commander mode. I've never used it before today, and I'm just so disappointed after the old Battlefields to come into that and it just be miserable.
It's quite interesting actually from the sort of casting perspective to see you guys have seen that one. I think definitely shouted a couple of times when there's going to be a cruise missile or something like that. That's after who got the best? I think Big D. Didn't he get the best cruise missile of the day? I think I said.
Yeah, Flood Zone. You got a lot of people on Bravo.
Yeah, Gwinza got also got a lot of people on Bravo once, but most of them were ours. So
Yeah, I was just lucky that the cruise missile worked at all. There was good. It felt like at least a third of the time that we had the cruise missile flag, the cruise missile countdown wasn't coming, and it's just like, come on, is the game always like this, or is it just me?
no, I've
It's
had
a
the problem
glitch.
as well.
Occurs. Fortunately, when it
awful.
happens.
That's definitely at times where you guys really need to time those cruise missiles. That's for sure. That's something I learned from the last campaign.
I was pretty impressed with one time where I was waiting to proxy your cruise missile, and then right when I clicked it, you proxied me, which I thought was pretty amazing.
There was probably no plan there. It was just that I noticed that I could hit the button, and I did it. If it was early on the day, it was what does this button do?
Very well timed.
It was interesting to see. I think the first battle push more so because I remember last time doing the scrim. Definitely family. I think you did pretty well on that one this time. That under the scrim, and it just didn't seem to happen this time.
Yeah, it felt a lot like that today. We had some pretty close rounds and good matches. On some maps, I feel like we got outgunned a bit, but that's something we're gonna work on, and we're gonna come back strong.
Of course, I mean that's always the hardest thing to come back strong, but just maybe in that situation, I'm sure you guys will do well. Didn't get much of the Black Ops action though. That's a good point as well.
I can't even recall how our Black Ops went.
I think, if I remember correctly, we lost everything in the UBO, but won everything in the NABO.
It is exactly what happened. I think we won the first city we tried to take in the NABO, but after that it was just downhill.
I think this is the first time we've run the Black Ops in a while, haven't we?
Well, we did a scrim for them 2 weeks ago, and then our first Black Ops of, I think it's actually first Black Ops of BF4.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we
Yes,
haven't,
it is.
we haven't done it in a while. I mean, do we need to revise a couple of things?
There's certainly been discussions on the forum regarding how some of the game modes work, like server settings, timings, and all that kind of stuff. Because obviously some modes are much quicker than others, or feel a bit more unbalanced than others. Vehicles on Rush just seem a bit awful at the moment, especially for those maps which heavily favour the attacker side, where the defender doesn't get a vehicle until the end. With small numbers, a vehicle is a big turning point.
Yeah, I think for most of the Black Ops maps we're playing right now, we should really consider going infantry only, because they just feel way too big. And we usually have about, if we're lucky, about 15 people per side, and that just doesn't work out great.
I mean, some of you haven't been around as long as I have, and definitely the Black Ops has always been generally in the BF2 days, generally just infantry only. I mean, there was the odd occasion where we did have vehicles. I think it was Striker Karkin, so because you got a tank on each side. We it'd be good to see some, hopefully get some casting on the Euro, that's for sure, that'd be nice to see.
So to our guys who are being ground pounding today, which is I suppose mostly Gonzo and the one, how have you felt about today's battle? Any moments which stand out for you where you just went, oh, I love this game?
No, it was good. I enjoyed it. Unfortunately, I had a number of issues today, mainly that Battlefield decided to take 99% of my RAM for a number of occasions, so I had to restart and ask about it for a bit, but that's
You had to
Battlefield
deal
for
with
you.
the ramifications of that.
I see what you did there.
Sorry.
No, I think it went well. Well, first off, I will say well done to Lucky Number 7. Congratulations. Well, congratulations are due. But I think it was very, very tight. I think we did a number of things right, and I think it went just ever so slightly wrong for us on a couple of occasions, which just seemed to cost us those maps, which was a bit unfortunate. But a few standout moments for me was taking out a transport helicopter on Gillen Peaks, which was awesome, and on one of the last maps on Flood Zone, taking out 4 transport helicopters using the our transport helicopter, which I was quite proud of.
Yeah, my best maps today definitely were the ones we actually won on Shanghai. That was really funny for my squad. And I managed to get a bunch of hits with my Ezra on different helicopters, so that always feels great. But yeah, the whole 2 rounds that we played there, my squad was trying to just dislodge the enemy from their own back flags and make some trouble, and it worked out great. We really had a lot of fun there.
As battle days go, I've got to say, even though we lost, I had a lot of fun today, and there were some exceedingly close matches, which is always awesome.
Yeah, definitely for sure. So that'll do for us for today. Quite short. Well, thank you for listening. I've been Gwinzer. Today with me has been Robert Willis, Wildcard, Gonzo, and the One. Recording and doing our amazing editing for us has been Mr. Blue. If you've enjoyed today, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, listen to a future podcast, and if you want to take part, feel free. Just hang around after the battle day and book whoever is sitting in the recording booth. See you next week.